Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I know we had to postpone this event from Monday. I hope that anyone who was in the way of the winter storm is nice, safe, and warm. We're very excited to introduce the social media management component of Birdeye. Many of you are already using social media management in Reputation, and if you haven't been using it, then no worries at all. This is kind of like a refresh. It's very user friendly, still similar to Reputation. So you'll be able to schedule your content, access some of our social media library assets, and much more. So we have Jacqueline here with us from Birdeye, and she is going to be walking us through what the platform does and how to schedule and manage your posts. So thank you so much, Jacqueline, for being here.
Thank you, Letty. Hi, everyone. As Letty mentioned, my name is Jacqueline Holkamp. I'm an implementation manager at Birdeye. So today I'm going to walk you through the social AI module inside Birdeye. Feel free to throw any questions you have inside of the chat, but there will also definitely be time at the end for questions as well. So if you're looking at my screen here, first I'm going to go into social AI. So when you open up social AI, you'll see this calendar view. Let me move this. You'll see this calendar view here. You can either start in the calendar creating a post, or you can click this blue button, create a post. What these purple sections here are showing you, these are recommended best times to post by our AI module. So what these are is we've looked at, our platform has looked at your social channels, Facebook and Instagram, and said, when are your posts getting the most activity? So, and then it's recommending some times here as well. So you can click into these times to start creating a post too. A couple different ways you can look at it. You can also look at the calendar in a list, a week, or a monthly view as well. And then we also have filter sets over on the right-hand side that you can drill down to some of these different filters if you'd like to. If you're a person with access to multiple locations, you might drill down to one specifically, but keep in mind that user location access is locked based on your Stewart team, your marketing team. So if you only have access to one location, you may not have all these filter sets available to you. So that's kind of the screen here. After you schedule a post, you'll see the posts on your calendar. So these are posts that have already went out. If you have a post that's scheduled to go in the future, you'll see a little orange clock next to your post. So now I'll take you in to create a post. We'll click, I'll start by clicking this button here. And then up here at the top is where we select our channels that we'd like to post to. Facebook, Instagram. If you'd like to post to Facebook as an example, from here you can select your location. Again, if you only have access to one location, you won't have to select. It'll just already have your location pre-selected for you. So in my case, I'm looking at a view of access to all of Stewart locations. So here, let's say that maybe I add a couple locations I'd like to send out Facebook posts to. I apply, oops. So then I see my locations here below. I can actually select which pages I would like to post to here too. So once I have my pages set up, whether that be Facebook or Instagram that I'd like to post to, down here is where I start drafting the content. If I toggle to Facebook, this is where I can see some of those settings. So I can make a post, I can make a reel, I can make a story. Just keep in mind that like the first, we don't have any cover pages. So on Instagram, when you're posting like a reel or a story, if you'd like a cover photo, make sure that you're creating those in Canva and or whatever platform you'd like to use and adding those to the first couple seconds of your reel or story, if you'd like a cover photo. So again, on here, if we're looking at Facebook and we're just creating a regular post, within here, I can start just typing, and then over on the right-hand side, we have a preview that displays. I have a lot of different options within here. If I'd like to add an emoji, I have like regular iOS emojis that I can add in that are fun. If I'd like to add media, this is where I can add media from my post library. So if I click into add media here, I can either upload media directly from my computer, Dropbox, OneDrive, or I can click into the media library here, add images or a video. If I go into add images, you can see here that there are some images already added within here. I will show you how you can add your images as well, but your team will be adding in some images that you can utilize as well in the future. So again, just type into your box directly to make your post. Grab your image from your media library. We also have personalization within here. So these are tokens if you'd like to pull in like the location name. So as an example, like event at location name, it'll pull in the location name that's listed on the Facebook page. So there's a couple different options that you can look in there for tokens as well. Scroll down to this setting. You won't be using first comment, but you can add a first comment. This is functionality to use first comment within here if you'd like to as well. But this isn't required for you to do when you make your posts. Managing tags. This is only for the purposes of organizational purposes. So when you go back and if you were to add this post to your library or save it as a draft, you could find it later by searching for a tag. Once you have your post all set up to your liking, you can either post now, save as a draft, or schedule your post, or add that post to your library. And then same thing here for Instagram. Select a couple locations or whatever location you'd like to post to, toggle to Instagram. Again, here's your reel and your story. If you'd like a cover photo, you'll have to add that in yourself. There is this really nice posting checklist down at the bottom that lets you know what's required prior to the post go out. So like as an example, you have to have at least one image to post on Instagram. So it'll give you those nice call outs as well. Same idea here, you can add from the media library or you can upload your own media. When you start typing into this box, it'll display your preview over on the right-hand side and it'll show your caption here. So then you can also schedule posts or save as draft. You can also actually, if you want to schedule the same post to Facebook and Instagram, you would just also need to select like the specific Facebook page and then the Instagram page that you would like to go to. You go into initial content and you start drafting your content, and then it gives you the Facebook preview and the Instagram preview, and then you just fill everything out to your liking. You'll definitely want to make sure you're adhering to your posting checklist below, and then when you're ready, you can schedule that post. This is a really nice feature that allows you to post across multiple channels at one time. So going back out here to my calendar, if I'm looking on my left-hand side, I was under Create Post, the blue button. Under Publish, this is our calendar. This next section here is the best times to post. So this is where we're getting this data within here. Drafts, so if you save as a draft, you can view your draft within here. And then this is for your internal team, so you don't have to worry about those buckets. The next section we'll look at will be Engage. So if we're looking into engagements, and we click View All Engagements, what this is this is a combination of your direct messages, your comments, and your likes off of your social platforms. So here you can see it broken out up here above. If you'd like to just drill down into Facebook, you can click the Facebook tab. Over on the right-hand side, we again have our filter set that's basically across all of our different sections of the platform. But again, we can drill down for time period, location, and then we can actually drill down into message type here. So this is a good filter you can drill down into. As an example, if we'd like to see maybe like comments, we can apply. We can see the comments filtered out, and then we can actually filter even further if we'd want to as well. So once you have those filters set up, you can reply to this comment. So as an example, this person commented on this post wishing Kelly Ernst a happy birthday. Tish commented on this post. We could respond back to Tish if we'd like to as well. There are some templates that you can create in here if you want to like have some quick grab templates. Your team will make kind of like an overarching like negative response template for you that you can use if there is like a negative comment or negative direct message that you need to refer back to, have them refer back to Stuart Title for more details. So we'll have that in there as well. And then similarly, you can select media in here. You can add like a photo from the media library. You can add an emoji, or you can just type your response directly. You can send that, or you can send and mark it as closed. If you mark it as closed, then your queue over here will show open and closed messages. So feel free to close those if you'd like to keep your queue clean. So that was Facebook, and then same thing for Instagram. If we toggle over here for Instagram, we can respond, and then you can also respond and mark them as closed, and then you can go back at a later date filtered by your closed tickets, and you can see which ones you've responded to and which you still have open.
Yes, and this like engage section is very similar to the inbox if anyone was using that in Reputation. It's very similar, except you have more filtering capabilities here.
Yep. Similarly, I had spoken with Letty about if there was a comment or a direct message that you wanted your team to review, you could also click the assign button and assign this directly to Letty, and they would take a look at these comments or direct messages for you as well. And then if you ever have one assigned to you, they'll be under this assigned to me bucket. They won't really be assigned to you automatically. They'll just be in this like view engagement tab. But if you assign them between users or between yourself and Letty, they will show up underneath here as assigned to me. And then any of your closed, you can again filter by open and closed over here, but then you can also filter by your closed tickets here and see closed tickets. And then any like comments, direct messages, anything we've identified as spam, we mark them in here as spam, and you can see those too. Going into the Analyze section, we go into Analyze and then we go into all channels. This is just showing you like how your individual social posts are doing. So if you drill down to Facebook as an example, we're seeing here this post was not posted via Birdeye for Treasure Valley. We can see 12 impressions. The reach was 2, 0 likes, 0 comments. We can see an engagement rate, watch time, average watch time, etc. So all of that information is available for the posts for your location. Since you've integrated with Birdeye, so in the last month or so, you'll be able to track those posts. And then once you start posting out of Birdeye, it will let you know like which posts were not posted in Birdeye and which were posted within Birdeye. In this section, you can download, email, or schedule this report to be sent to yourself or to someone else on the cadence you select. Going into libraries here, so if we go into library, the best one that I like to use is the media library. So we'll click into the media library. this is where your team will continue to kind of like upload media for you that you can utilize. But you also have the option to upload some media under your own account. If you click upload here, you can select from your computer, free media, OneDrive, or Dropbox, and upload your media. You can also create a folder, which I would recommend, creating a folder with maybe your location name or your name, and then uploading your media under that for easy access. So I was under libraries, media library. And then if you end up saving any of your posts, if you add them to the post library, you can find them at a later date here, but this won't have anything that's useful for you at this time unless you start saving your own posts to there. And then some additional reporting that we can look at. So over on the left-hand side, if we click into reports, and then if we click into social, there's profile performance, response trends, and then just kind of like overall, how is Facebook, how is Instagram doing? Impressions, engagement rate, post clicks. So as an example, you can also apply filters to this, like for the date ranges, you can drill down any way you'd like. And then if you click actions, you can download, email, or schedule this to be sent to yourself or to someone else at the frequency you select. So that's capable across any of the reports under social. Under profile performance, this will be kind of like the overall performance across like Facebook, Instagram, etc. So you can look at that report as well. It'll show you audience growth broken out by like Facebook followers and the audience growth over a specific period. Same thing with Instagram as well. Messaging volume, so messages sent and received, impressions, lots of good stuff that you can look at within here. And then also response trends. So once you start responding on Birdeye to those like direct messages and those comments, we'll track your response trends. So we'll say like you've received, X amount of messages over this amount of time. Have you responded to those? What's your response rate? And then what's that average response time so that you can kind of make sure that you're contacting your customers as quickly as you can. So that's the report.
For the reports part, Jacqueline, would these be specific to whatever accounts anyone has on their profile, or will it show everything and then we would have to filter out?
This is, the reports are specific to just your location. So you'll only see the location that you have access to.
Perfect.
So that's the report section. And then last thing here would be our support center. So if you click in the top right-hand corner, we do have a support center that has articles that you can reference. There is a specific social AI toggle here that you can go into and you can review some of the articles if you would like to. And then if you go back in, you click the question mark, there's video tutorials, what's new with the new products coming out. We also have chat with us, which is in-app chat support. So you can open this up and start chatting with someone on the support team. And then you can also email into support should you have any issues. That's clientsupport@birdeye.com. So lots of different avenues where you can be supported. Okay, that concludes what I had to show on the training today. Did anyone have any questions or anything that they would like to review again?
Yes, please feel free to use the chat or Q&A section. And just as you get your questions ready, anyone who is who's currently receiving automatic posts from the local calendar that our team puts out and shares with everyone through the distribution list, that will continue in Birdeye. So if you currently don't get automatic posting of the local calendar to your social media page and you're interested in that, feel free to send us a note at socialmedia@stewart.com with your location or your Facebook and Instagram name, and then we can get you set up with that as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a really great opportunity. Another thing, just lastly to mention is your profiles will be set up for when direct messages and comments come in. So you will receive notifications from no reply at birdeye.com when those come in. Similarly, you will be set up with your user account tomorrow. So you will receive a login prompting you to change your password and create your account. And that comes from no reply at birdeye.com. That is also time sensitive within 12 hours.
Yes, and make sure to check what is it, the end user digest. Sometimes my emails get stuck in there for Stewart employees. So if you don't see that email come through tomorrow or by Friday, then just send us a note and then we can just make sure to get you access to your account. I think everyone's very shy today. Maybe no questions, or once you get your login, maybe you'll start having questions about how to use Birdeye. This won't be the only session that we're hosting. We're going to have more sessions but that are internal. But really, thank you so much, Jacqueline, for walking us through all of the different features. We're very excited for this launch, and if you or anyone on your team missed the session on surveys and reviews, feel free to reach out to us. We are planning on posting those webinar recordings on Stewart Central. And like we said, we're going to be having more sessions in case more questions come up as you're using Birdeye. But thanks everyone for joining us. And thank you so much, Jacqueline, for this thorough walkthrough.
Thank you all so much.
All right. Hope everyone has a great day. Bye.